Joining us now from the mid-Hudson Valley of New York State are Les McCarthy and Linda Quinn of the Notre Dame Club of the Hudson Valley. And they're here to discuss their signature charity event held each autumn, the ALS Walk. Les and Linda, welcome to Notre Dame Day. And Les, now tell us—
Glad to be here.
Yeah. Thanks, Les. And Les, tell us why ALS and why this walk.
Well, Mike, in the spring of 2009, I lost my third friend in a 20-year period to ALS. Gus Raspitha, a Mid-Hudson Club member who received his PhD from Notre Dame in 1970. Just prior to that, in 2006, I lost a fraternity brother, a former business partner, Lowell Smith. And prior to Gus and Lowell, I lost my accountant, Shelley Teitelbaum. So as Father Hesburgh might have said, I felt a breeze to my back. I felt I had to do something. Through these three friends, I was able to find out firsthand what a horrific disease ALS is. It's a disease with no treatment, let alone a cure. It's a disease with a life expectancy of 2 to 5 years once diagnosed. So before, the phrase, "what would you fight for," was coined, I knew what I was going to fight for. And working through our club with Linda, our club president, for the past 5 years, and we have co-chaired all 7 of our ALS walks. It's quite a story. I often say our great blessing was that at the beginning, we didn't know what we didn't know about fundraising. So we decided to hold a walk in memory of Gus in mid-November of '09 at a magnificent site which had just opened, ironically, the month before, the walkway over the Hudson. The walkway over the Hudson is the longest pedestrian walkway in the world. It's 212 feet above the surface of the Hudson River, and it's 1.25 miles long. Our walk is over and back, so it's a 2.5 mile walk. We were the first not-for-profit to hold a fundraising walk at that venue. Many have followed us, but we continue to be the largest. 55 club members walked in 2009. We call them the Band of 55. We raised just under $5,000. Now over 2,000 community walkers join us, and annually we have raised now to date just over $1.1 million. The success of the Hudson Valley Walk led us to a discussion with our friends at the College of Science, former Dean Greg Crawford and Sean Casson. Working through the newly formed Neuroscience Club, the first annual University of Notre Dame ALS Walk was held on campus back last October 31st. 150 walkers turned out. These were students, faculty, staff, and community members. This is 3 times the number we had when we started our walk in 2009 here in the Hudson Valley. The Neuroscience Club raised $2,000, which is being used for patient support in the South Bend area. And we look forward to the announcement of our 2016 campus walk shortly.
Linda, and that's incredibly powerful stuff. Can you talk about the kind of impact that this has had on the Hudson Valley community and how people that are watching at home can get involved in all of this?
Mike, when we began our effort in 2009, there were no patient services for people with ALS in the Hudson Valley between Albany and New York City. As a direct result of our first 7 walks, critical services are now available to our patients and their caregivers. Local services now include a patient nurse coordinator, Helen Mayer, who makes home and hospital visits, and who also holds monthly support group meetings. In addition, an equipment loan closet organized by Ben Lehman provides medical and communication equipment at no cost to our families. A free transportation program has been established to transport ALS patients to and from clinics in the New York City area and to the monthly support groups. In 2014, a full-time social worker, Nancy Brenner, was hired to cover our area. We are proud of our efforts here in the Hudson Valley, and we look forward to what we can do in the years ahead.
Well, Les, Linda, thank you guys so much for joining us here on Notre Dame Day, and we send our best from everyone here on campus to all of the Notre Dame family watching in New York's Hudson Valley.